at here and I will come to this room to get the participant to here, okay? Today, I will interview our participant to share the view about the wide information, and I hope you will enjoy this interview. Hello,
Hello.
my name is Walawalan and nice to meet you. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself? What are you doing now?
I will make a presentation about relations between wine quality and climate
Yes.
in my country, northeast part of my country.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. And can I ask you some question about this symposium?
Okay.
Yes. And when I say tropical wine, what come to your mind?
Is wine produced outside the tropical regions,
Yeah.
inside the tropical region.
In region.
Yes, because traditional wine is produced outside the tropical region, and now we are producing
Yeah.
tropical region.
Yes. Okay. And about this question, if you were a wine producer in Thailand, what would you like to do?
I don't know.
Okay. This one. What is the base of the symposium?
The best?
The base of this symposium.
I think the best thing is to exchange ideas,
Yeah.
the opportunity to exchange ideas.
You think that the good thing about this symposium to exchange the idea between the researcher and the producer
Yeah.
or many people in here?
In many aspects of producing wine.
Yeah. Okay, I think so. Thank you very much.
For those presenters who have adopted your nature outside,
Okay, then we do that the formal way. Okay.
So, firstly, I would just want you to talk very general about yourself. So, please go ahead.
Okay, my name is Monika Christmann. I come from Germany. In Germany, I work for the Geisenheim Research Institute. I'm the head of the Department for Enology and Wine Technology. But I'm also here for this conference to speak a little bit about international institutions. So currently I'm serving as the president of the Enology Commission in the International Office for Wine and Wine. And therefore I'm really happy to be here. So far we've been dealing more with the moderate climates. So it's very interesting for us to learn more about tropical climates. And I'm very much hoping that we get some interest from your side, from your country, and all the neighboring countries in the official work we are putting in there, so that we can not only learn but also implement your ideas and your needs into future strategies.
Yes, okay. What do you expect out of this conference?
What I expect of this conference is first of all to get some more information on tropical winemaking, because it's very different to what we do. We already had some very interesting tastings, and I was quite surprised about the very good quality of the product, and also I'm very interested in the fruit wine, which is also a little bit unusual for us. And then again, I was hoping to get some interest in the international work in enology particularly.
Okay. So you have already said so many things. So I just have one last question. It's like, if you were to rate the symposium, then which one do you think is the best out of the symposium? If you were to rate, not serious.
I didn't get that
I
question.
mean, if you were to rate this symposium,
Yes.
which part of the symposium you like it's the best?
That is very hard to say because they're experts in different fields. So I'm an expert in enology, so I'm a little bit. It's hard for me to say viticulture is better than enology or vice versa. So I think you have a lot of very good speakers, very good presenters from all around the world.
So that's
so
the
I'm
part that
pretty
you
sure
think it's the best out of the symposium.
this is. I think the international speakers that's going to be very interesting. And then of course an important part of the symposium is tasting your wines.
yes.
That's for sure.
I think so.
Yeah.
But we are very excited.
Because all the speakers we can hear everywhere around the world, but tasting your wines, you have to come here.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that should be the end of the interview.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
ขอเยอะค่ะ
And then there's a session of the basic way. Also, when you get to sponsor is that last detection of brain process when I get to the team in India. On the stage,
What is the base of this symposium?
What is what?
What is the base of this symposium?
Oh, okay. What's the best part about the symposium is it brings in high-end guests, visitors, and investors who are truly interested in the process of making wine and making this wine industry of Thailand a better industry. And I guess it not only benefits to the wine society, but also to the economy as a whole. Of course, I got all this from the internet. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Kun Visut. I would like to ask you that when I say tropical wine, what comes to your mind?
Well, that alcoholic drink, fermented grape juice,
And anything else?
grapes only.
Grapes only. Yes, that is come from Kun Visut. And next question, what is the very best of the symposium?
The best of symposium is that we get the people who are in this business making wine out of grapes from all over the world, not only in this belt of tropical, but like France, Australia, and Germany come together here in order to exchange all the knowledge, in order to improve the winemaking process.
That is the opinion from Kun Visut, our ex-TWA. Thank you very much.
Not ex-TWA,
oh my God, ex-chef, the last one.
ex-president of TWA.
That is come from our ex-president TWA.
Thank you.
Good evening. Would you mind introducing your name and where you're from?
Yeah, I am Professor Alain Deloy and I'm coming from South Africa, but originally I'm from France.
Okay, and the first question I would have for you, when I say tropical wine, what comes to your mind?
Well, I think it comes to my mind diversity and originality. certainly tropical wines can bring something different from in comparison with the other countries. So I really think about diversity and something different and something new, which can really be interesting.
All right. And the other question I would have for you is like, what important is this conference to you and why?
Well, working in South Africa, we thought that it could be very important to meet colleagues from this country and to establish more international relationship. We are coming from a warm climate and we are really interested to see how we can collaborate between scientists and between wine people.
All right. So thank you so much and I'll wish you a fruitful conference.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. We have a guest here, and I would like to have him introduce himself, where he's from, and also what is his expertise. Yes, sir.
So, I am Alain Carbonneau. I am professor of viticulture in Montpellier, France. And I am really interested by tropical viticulture because it's a new challenge in the world at the moment. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Yes, my specialty are general viticulture, physiology, and terroir viticulture.
All right, that's great. So, when I say tropical wine, what comes to your mind?
Okay, the first idea is that tropical wine expresses some willing of tropical countries, tropical developing countries, which are very interested by producing quality wines, and we are very happy of that, and we are open to help you if necessary. So the second impression when we are speaking about tropical wine is that we are looking for some particularity, some new type of wine. So it's part of the worldwide diversity.
That's great. And since this is a third symposium in tropical wine, so what do you expect out of this conference?
Okay, the two first symposium on tropical wine were all in Brazil, and we check a list of problems, scientific and technical problems which have to be solved for tropical viticulture, and I hope from this symposium that we can propose some solutions now.
That's great.
So for instance, for canopy management, sustainable viticulture, the management of wine typicity and quality. So we hope a lot from this symposium.
Okay, thank you a lot, Professor Carbonneau, and wish you a fruitful conference.
Thank you very much.
Hello, sir. What is your name and where are you from?
I'm Professor Ian Warrington from New Zealand.
Okay. I would like to ask you that how important is this conference to you and why?
This is a very important conference in the annual science program of the International Society for Horticultural Science. It's one of about 50 held each year. And it's very important because it brings all of the scientists from around the world interested in this topic together.
Thank you very much for that. And what do you expect out of this conference?
Well, I think people will share new ideas, they will learn from one another, and they will go home being a lot richer for having been part of this conference.
Thank you very much. That is from our Professor Ian. Thank you.
Can you please introduce yourself, like who you are for this symposium?
Yes, my name is Hans Schulz. I'm from Germany, and I'm head of the Geisenheim Research Center.
So, if you're the director of the Geisenheim, can I ask you a little bit more in detail, like what kind of expectation you're looking for from this symposium?
We have a very long collaboration with Thailand, and so actually specifically in fruit microbiology. So we have now the 4th PhD student from Lampang going to Geisenheim, and we are trying to intensify the collaboration in terms of tropical fruit wine and tropical wine made from grapes.
That's very interesting, and I hope that we're gonna have a little bit more stronger cooperation. Okay. Yep. Thank you so much. Okay, so can you please introduce yourself, like who you are and where you're from?
Yes, my name is Jim White. I'm the viticulturalist for Cloudy Bay Vineyards in New Zealand. I guess a very famous New Zealand winery. And I'm here in Thailand to attend. I'm working with Navrudi on our wine project in India.
Sir, and what about you?
My name is Nurudhala. I come from India, Nasik. I work in Moy Hennessy in India. We start new project in India. And we together we work in Moy Hennessy in India. We start very soon the big project in India about sparkling wine.
What is, if you were to rate this symposium, what would you say it is the best out of this symposium? If you just were to rate it. I'm not serious.
Yeah, well, I guess it's early on, but we're really looking forward to, meeting other people involved in tropical viticulture from throughout the world, and hoping to find answers for some of the questions that we've got to grow better grapes and make better wine in India.
So then what about you, sir?
Like almost some. Okay, we will making in India is a good wine, good sparkling wine. We found in some good viticulture processing in Nasik. Mostly we choose in area in Nasik, India, in Maharashtra. This is a very good area to growing grapes in Nasik. This is a very good making with sparkling wine in India. It's both of with rose fruit and brooch. We have planning. We have a lot of winery in Nasik, maybe more than 68 wineries in Nasik, good capital in Nasik. We manufacturing good wine, it's red wine, still wine, and sparkling, and also good. We grow in table grapes like farms and seedless. We export these grapes. We UK market and European market. We supply every year with a lot of grapes to export. And we have planning also growing industry. The wine is a very new industry in India, but last 20 years we start making wine, and we have good planning to process to making good wine in like global wine. Thank you.
Okay. Good evening, sir. Can you a little bit introduce yourself?
So I'm François Renal. I'm French, and I'm working in Myanmar since 9 years on the development of the Red Mountain Estate project, which is a vineyard with 75 hectares of vineyards, and yes, now we are producing nearly 120,000 bottles per year, and this will increase every year.
Okay, as you're part of this symposium, why do you think this symposium is important for you?
Because since 9 years I'm working alone, and I'm with my group of Myanmar people, and we had made some research, and now we are very happy to share our knowledge, and we have many questions to ask to the other vineyards from Brazil, from Thailand, and the idea is to share the information. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Or is there anybody who wants to say something? Sir, what about you? No? Okay. Okay, sir. Now I come to you. Can you please introduce yourself and look at the camera?
I'm Usalai of Myanmar National, and working under Mr. François for 8 years. He's been already 9 years and just 8 years. Yeah.
So, if you were to rate this symposium, yes, which one do you think is the best? Out of this symposium, if you were to rate.
In my opinion, what I think is, hearing some new from the speakers, you see, that would be very helpful for us. And at the same time, the second one is to share knowledges who is working in the tropical wine. For example, Brazil, Thailand, and Myanmar. I think we are just 3 countries attending this symposium, I think.
Thank you very much. Okay, good evening. Welcome to the International Wine Symposium. Okay, I will just ask you to introduce yourself a little bit. like where you're from and what's your name, that sort.
Yes, my name is Supot Grit Pipat from Thailand. I own the winery and vineyard. This is the result of our vineyard. The name is Ao Sidine. We have around, in Thai, we have around 50 rice planting area or around 20 acre, very small vineyard. We intend to make a boutique wine and quality wine. We have only red wine and rosé from red Shiraz and Muscat barrel. Our capacity is still very small. We are a small vineyard, small winery, but we intend to make it very good boutique wine. For my vineyard.
So since you're here, so I just want to know, what do you expect out of the symposium? I mean, when you leave the symposium, what will you gain from this symposium?
Okay. Well, firstly, I'm the member of Thai Wine Association. It's a good chance that we expose ourselves to international, and also we exchange ideas, knowledges from over the world, especially from tropical countries like, for example, Brazil, India, and our neighbor Myanmar. Especially Brazil, they organize the first and second international symposium, right? And I believe that they have a lot of experiences in cultivating tropical wines for winemaking, and also they have a lot of experience in making wines from tropical wine grapes. That might be a good exchange of knowledge and experience.
As we all hope, and I also hope that this would be another good platform for us to share the all ideas that we have. Okay, so I think that should be enough for the interview. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, may I introduce myself. Closing festival, which took place just last week. During that particular time, you probably have already participated in our celebration. In front of this hall, you probably have seen some of that you already have seen. For example, famous festival for Chiang Mai is the Water Festival, which is celebrated in April every year. And of course at that time, we might have the opportunity to float these along the river. The fever of the celebration normally takes place and is hanging around. We still have the fever of celebration of floating this kind of float. A number of visitors coming at this time to Thailand might be worried about the Bung Airport. For those who have visited Thailand before, the international part of it, which is banquet, which is hosted by Thai Wine Association. We actually have all those booths presenting, exhibiting, and then the majority of a number of judges already have tasted wine on the onwards. There are participants who are academics and wine experts coming from Thailand. So this is an international symposium.
We appreciate an opportunity to welcome friends from many countries around the world to the city of Chiang Mai, which is one of the most visited tourism spot. We are aware that it's a difficult situation, but it also helpful to promote Thailand tourism in one way or another. I sincerely hope that this conference, which gives you an opportunity,
9. Thai Wine Association, 10. Tourism Authority of Thailand, and 11. The National Science and Technology Development invite the President of Thai Wine Association, please.
I would like to thank you all for being here today, for making this symposium happen. And on behalf of Thai Wine Association, basically we have Alcidini, Kun Support and son Tony is here to talk about their wines and also give tastings. They're located in Khao Yai area. So as Grand Monte, our vineyard, my father is the past president of the Thai Wine Association, who's the winemaker of PB Valley, is also here tonight. Next up, we have Siam Winery. No one's here at the moment, but their wines are available for tasting. And then we have Silver Lake, a wine producer in Pattaya, and talk to us. Kun Suchai is now the current president of Thai Wine Association.
That we TWA appreciate your participation tonight on this third international tropical wine symposium here. Before I walk up on the stage, I have talked to several of our participants here tonight from different countries. And the popular topic we're talking, you probably know that, flood in Bangkok. When the flood gonna be over? A lot of people scared of flood, the house we cover with water. But anyway, one of the participants has shared idea and what he thought that, he mentioned that when you watch the news on television, he wasn't sure that whether this symposium will go on or not. And he wasn't sure that whether he would make it here or not. But after he seeing the television and the news keep informed that nothing happened around here, especially in this area here. But the picture that he saw, it was a lot of water on the big field international airport in Don Mueang. When you see that international airport is filled with water, and he was thinking that would I have to come here by water plane? But anyway, good thing that we have Suvarnabhumi Airport and everything turned out well. With his decision, he made right decision. He's here tonight, and I'm glad that you all feel the same way that you came here tonight. Without you being here tonight, we don't have symposium. So I think we should give big hand for all of you travel all the way from all over the world to be here tonight. We as Thai Wine Association, pleased to be part of this third international tropical wine symposium, each other and improve the way of making wine. I believe that most of you probably have tasted some of the wine that produced by TWA and some of our friends. We brought some wine from Myanmar, from Brazil, from South Africa. And we appreciate that, any comments you made will be helpful to us. I'm not going to talk, I'm not going to spend much time here tonight over here. I think you're ready to go back to enjoy your wine. So, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy yourself. Thank you.
What I used to do, why don't you do the same thing? That's all. But anyway, to be serious, I thank you all for being here. And we started with this project for nearly 2 years since Nikki went to join the second symposium. And I have to thank not only Lana University, but the coordinator, Terry Cummings, who worked very hard to get this going, and all the staff here. Again, thank you, and I hope you enjoy the wine what you have here, not only Thai wine but the wine from our friends, and we will have a good 3 days and another 2 days in Khao Yai wine region where we make real wine. Okay, thank you and see you around.